857 Music Podcast.
Oh no, here we are. We're back.
You're like blocking me, dude.
We're back. Subscribers, streamers, those who are listening for the very first time. This is the 857 Music Podcast where we discuss hip-hop music topics, events, and releases. But this podcast wouldn't really be much if it weren't for its awesome hosts. Turbo, a.k.a. Kevin.
Jason, a.k.a. YKC, a.k.a. DJ Innovate.
You already know who I am. There's no introduction. I'm just going to. Al, a.k.a. Al G.
Drake.
Drake.
Eric, a.k.a. the 23rd Stallion.
And that concludes the introductions.
Introduction.
Introductions.
Anyone have any assholes?
Any assholes?
Any assholes? We all have them.
Everyone has.
And opinions, too.
You got any news? Any good news? I've been really trying to look for something that was worth talking
Good news.
about.
Eminem album. Big fan.
Word.
Big fan of Eminem.
Revival. Yes. We're going to do a podcast on that by itself, but yeah, that came out.
You feel my
And-
heat.
Spoiler alert. We think it's awesome. I think
Yeah,
most of
I
us
actually
do,
enjoy it.
I say everyone
No, I
loves it.
enjoy it.
Everyone loves it.
And
You'll have to
every-
watch.
Contrary to popular belief, I have, criticisms, but I did enjoy it. Overall, I did enjoy it.
and everyone who hates on it, fuck you.
You'll have to watch the podcast to see what
Stay
I'm gonna
tuned for the next podcast on the Eminem Revival review to see what YKC thinks.
No, actually, you're going to have to wait for that before I get talked over. You can hear me.
Yeah, right.
You might be able to hear me on that one.
Nope.
Thanks, Kev.
Shit.
Not at all.
Oh, shit.
Not at all. I'm helping you out, man. The more talking I do, the less you have to do. You know,
Oh, yeah.
So
But you can't talk. Explain that.
that's all right.
That's true.
That's all right.
Actually, whatchamacallit, there is some news. Joe Budden. What was
Wait.
that shit?
He's getting fired? No.
This is the wrong podcast.
Wrong merch. Wrong merch.
What?
Yeah, you guys.
Oh, boo.
You guys got like.
We got to get it. We need a set designer, man. We need somebody to do. Actually, we're in the process of redesigning our whole studio here. So
Yeah.
it's
No,
in the
we
works.
do this.
It's a work in progress.
We
But
do a video game podcast, too, if you didn't notice.
yeah.
We got it. No, we got it good. You took away the video game stuff, so yeah, this is a music podcast now.
But yeah, we're in the. I'm actually in the process of redesigning the whole.
Still got that.
We're gonna redesign the whole test. That's okay.
They can't see it.
They can't see that shit.
Actually, they can see that.
They're
big
squinting. They're like,
Yellow, they can see that big ass yellow Pikachu in the
They're
background.
listening. They're listening.
Nothing says hip hop like
Yeah.
Pikachu.
all right.
Never heard him rap? He's awesome.
Audio podcast. Let me say.
Oh, that's right. There's still video game merch in the back.
That's fine.
That's okay. This is entertainment, man. It's 857 entertainment.
Video game music podcast.
Specifically, just video game music.
Entertainment podcast.
Oh, man. But anyway, Jay, you heard the news about Joe Budden.
Yeah.
What
left,
happened?
left Complex.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, he left Everyday Struggle.
Really?
Big news. That was the biggest show of the year,
Mhm.
basically.
Why? Why?
That
did
and the Breakfast Club were pretty much the hip hop show.
His contract was up.
his contract's up and they didn't renew. Or he didn't
Well,
take
I
it
don't
out.
know.
They couldn't come to terms with an agreement. So, as far as we know right now, he's going back to his Joe Budden podcast.
Mhm.
Which is actually the most successful hip hop podcast.
His podcast,
Yeah,
right?
His podcast is, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Soon to be taken over by
Yes.
857 Music
Yeah,
Podcast.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're number 2.
We're coming
right
for you.
behind him.
We're coming for you.
Remember to subscribe, all right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And
We're on iTunes.
And he'll be a guest. He'll be a guest on the.
Oh, that would be awesome if we could have him
Absolutely.
as a guest.
Yep.
Oh,
Tina can get him as a guest.
I'd love him.
Yeah, yeah.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
He's here. He's fucking.
Get it done, Tina. Get it done.
Yeah,
What
right.
you gotta do.
Yeah.
And if not, we'll just find a Joe Budden lookalike. You know, to sit here
That's
and yeah.
the worst
It's
idea.
not going to be the same, man. Joe Budden is a one-of-a-kind individual.
Why don't we do that? What- you know how like Howard Stern has like fake people like
David
impersonate.
Letterman.
Yeah, yeah,
David
yeah.
Letterman and all
And
that
like they
shit.
call in the show and they act like they're actually them, but
Because they
it's fake.
sound just like.
Yeah,
That's
we should do that shit. We should get like a fake fucking.
Yeah, we'll interview
fake-
we'll
fake
get Bill
people
Cosby.
calling in.
We'll get Bill Cosby coming in.
Hell yeah.
No, don't reveal it to the crowd. They don't need to know about it right now.
Oh man.
Yeah,
No,
gotta
we
keep
need
it's
it.
just thought.
We need an Adeska, we need an Academics, and we need a Joe Budden.
Well, you got to reveal that it's fake because if people think it's real.
No,
then-
don't.
Nah, if people think it's real, that's just not good.
No, it's fine. It's completely fine.
Absolutely.
It's
I
good
could be
press.
I could be the cynical old head.
Damn.
The cynical old head.
Cynical
yeah,
old
actually,
That's what he was. That's what they called him all the time.
Yeah,
No,
but that's.
That's entertaining though.
I always thought that had to do with age. It doesn't, man. It's just the mentality of
Yeah.
the hip hop.
You can't ask a real hip hop head to go
Right.
against like mumble rap. I mean,
Hell
come on.
no.
That was the whole definition of the show, and that's why it helped. Like it made me watch it, made
Mhm.
young
Yeah.
kids watch it.
Yeah.
Everybody watched it. Now it's over. What's gonna happen?
Yo,
Yeah.
somebody
he left Complex.
somebody at work was making a
complex.
hip hop montage
I
of
knew that was coming.
all of the bad hip hop from the last, I want to say, 10 years,
Yeah.
and it started with what the fuck was it? Oh,
Soulja
it
Boy.
started with Soldier Boy, and then he said, what was it? The Nene? What's that song?
That's
Oh,
right,
Sweet
Whip.
Nene
Whip.
Whip.
Oh,
Nah,
I
nah,
mean,
nah.
that.
He played that, and then it was Dougie.
Mm-hmm.
What was the other one? It just went progressively worse.
I like the
Like,
Dougie
it went-
remix.
It went from
White
from an
teeth
era
look
of
like a nightgown.
it went from an era of like ringtone rap to dance to like like they come
Cool
up with
dance.
come up with a dance and then make a song about it. And
I
then-
hated the ringtone
and then-
era. I really did. I hated
What they
it.
didn't
And
like?
then
What was that? What was that shit?
What?
What was it? I forgot what it was. It was like a drink. It's something. It was some garbage song. It was like a
drink?
tea or something. It was something. It was a bad song. It was a
Chicken
chick
noodle
singing-
soup?
Chicken noodle soup with soda inside. There you go.
Soup.
Chicken noodle soup. Chicken noodle
I
soup
thought Rubber Band
with the
Man.
fucking siren and the beat. I'm like,
The Funkmaster Flex hyped that shit up too.
yeah, man, because it was from it was Harlem. That's why.
Jesus Christ.
I'm like, this
Oh, that's right.
This is New York. This is from Harlem.
Chicken noodle
This
soup.
is what New
He's
York
like,
sounds like.
This is New York.
Yo, no, that was probably
That was the
that was
that
the worst
Laffy
song I ever
Taffy-
seen got
I-
crazy promotion.
yeah,
like that.
no,
that was
that
probably
was-
the worst song I've ever
That was blind
heard.
promotion.
That and Laffy Taffy was the worst.
Taffy.
Oh,
That
that's
was the
right.
worst.
That was it too. Yeah,
That was the worst.
he put that in there too.
and Snappy Fingers. It was a bad time.
Basically, my coworker he had his phone and he just played each track,
Yeah.
and he didn't skip the track until everybody said, "Turn that shit off."
If you went into my music collection, you'll see the 90s. You'll see just getting 2000s. Then you'll see 2010. So it just skipped a lot of stuff. I don't have
Yeah.
much music from that
From
time
that-
period.
it's not
a lot,
I
man.
don't play for that generation. Really.
It's not a lot.
I can't. I mean, one day I'm gonna try. I'm like, hey, listen, maybe there's some like middle ground Nelly, some like end of the like Ja Rule's
Damn.
last song,
Damn.
It's New York, like some of those. I'll have like something. I don't have a lot.
No, you'll have to put on. This is why I'm hot.
Yeah,
This is why I'm hot.
I have that. Whatever.
Yeah, that's on there.
But it's fucked up. As bad as those songs are, it's not. It doesn't even hold a candle to how bad the shit is now.
Well, it's a
To the
different.
mumble rap.
It's different music.
It keeps going.
It's
down.
different
But it
music.
just evolved into some what the fuck.
Well, it
man?
involves
Trap's different.
not even rapping anymore.
It's not rap. It's,
Yeah,
it's
it's
the
not.
beat.
Yeah, it's not
just
even
the beat.
rapping.
It's just the beat.
These motherfuckers don't even consider themselves rappers anymore.
Yeah,
They're-
'cause
they're-
'cause neither do I.
Well, I don't either. But
It's
like,
No, because the
That's
thing it
something
does,
common.
the thing it does now, it
Like
doesn't make you think. It doesn't do anything. It just
Right.
makes it just makes a feeling
Right.
happen. That's
Right.
it.
Turn up, turn up,
That's it.
turn up, turn up.
they call themselves
Crank,
rock
crank, turn up,
stars.
trap,
Trap,
trap.
trap, turn up, turn
That's
up.
why when you
turn
hear
up.
stuff in the club, do you hear the lyrics anyway? No.
Lit,
Not really.
lit,
So they're like,
everything's
hey,
lit.
you know what? I can't hear it in the club.
Yeah.
So we might as well just have it. Say nothing. No, we don't need you to say
What is
it.
it? What the fuck was
That's
that?
designer.
No, it's
No,
not.
designer's
Yo,
not
man,
around
what the
anymore,
fuck
dude.
is that?
Tell raps.
10
That was
10
gibberish.
episodes ago, we got past that. Don't bring it back. But yeah, they say you can't hear the shit in the club anyway. You want to hear the beat and the bass, and that's what it turns out to be. They don't care. Because they tried. They probably said, hey, let's bring out a real song. Let's play in the club. Oh, it sounds like your other shit. Oh. Don't even care no more.
Yeah.
So it's getting played. It's not being played on the radio.
Future designer,
No, those
same
guys
person. Let me.
Yeah, right.
They're really the same person. Same person.
They're the same person.
No.
Future.
don't. At least you consider Future having a career somehow. Like,
I don't know.
Designer
how.
I
doesn't.
don't know.
I don't
Designer
know.
doesn't.
I don't know, man.
He's
Social media, maybe.
Not even. No.
I don't know.
No.
I always,
Honestly, I don't know.
I always thought Future sucked. I never liked anything that he did.
They stink. He stinks.
Chase the
Yeah.
chick. Never chase it.
Percocet. That's the actual
It's
lyric.
like he's
too.
just saying shit. Like,
Percocet.
I hate
word-
listening to that song.
What word comes to your
Yeah,
mind?
yeah, yeah.
Percocet.
Good beat though. I like
No,
the
no.
beat.
Have you ever actually listened to the words in that song? It's
Like
hilarious.
his words?
It's hilarious. No, because he fucks up words to
Yeah,
try and
hold up.
make it rhyme.
Hold on, let me see if I can
It's
pull that shit. Up.
terrible. It's hilarious though, because he says so I gotta remember that.
What if somebody wrote for him?
It's
Like
bad.
his flow is so lazy. What if somebody wrote
No,
for him?
he's like boosted by adrenaline.
Boost
It is
my-
a- boosted by adrenaline didn't rhyme with anything he said at all. Not
Oh,
even
here we go.
close.
Here's a
Not even
mask
close.
off. Mask off. Right?
Yeah.
mask.
Call it how it is. Hendrix. I promise. I swear. I swear. Spit it, yo.
It's just freestyle recorded.
What the fuck?
It's the first thing that comes to mind recorded.
What is that? Percocets.
I don't know what his
Molly
talent is.
Percocets.
I don't know what
Percocets.
his-
Molly Percocets. Rep the set. Gotta rep the set. Chase a chick. Never
I thought you
never
said
chase a
represent.
bitch. Huh?
I thought you said represent.
That's what I,
I thought
he
it said represent.
Rep
the
the
set.
set.
Rep the set.
Wow.
Wow, that's what he
It would've
actually
been better
said.
if
Might as well have said
represent.
represent. It's the same. It's actually a word.
Rep the set. Oh, okay. Mask on, mask on. Okay, and that's of course. And he said 2 cups, toast up with the gang, from food stamps to a whole nother domain.
Whole nother domain.
I hate the way he says it. By the way,
No.
Domain.
Domain.
Out the bottom, I'm a living proof. They compromising $500,000 on the coupe.
No, the words are cut off that short. Like that's a line. You see how cut? You like we write.
Drug.
Have you ever
drug
written a line that was
houses-
only 3 words?
He said,
That's crazy.
Drug houses looking like Peru. Guaranteed, I was overdue.
Oh wait, there goes
Pink
the
Molly.
there goes the line that doesn't
I
rhyme.
can't barely move. Ask about me. I'm going to bust a move.
It's a
no.
Rick
wait,
James.
Wait.
Skip to that one.
That's a
Wait.
liability. Hit the gas, boosting my adrenaline.
What?
What? Liability and
Whoa, hold on,
adrenaline
hold on.
does not rhyme.
He's not a rapper.
No,
And you
not
can't
a
even
rapper.
like force it to like
Top
say it
off.
differently.
That's a
nah, he
liability.
faded out mad hard. Who's
He's-
in my
Wasn't his first single or R&B song?
No.
He wasn't singing. No,
No.
It was, he was
First song was
Yo,
And that's the whole song. That's the whole
The,
song.
that is the whole song.
That's the whole song. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
the
and then
the
it goes
song
back to the
with-
chorus.
What the fuck is the song? Well, Hannah Montana. That shit.
Hannah Montana. Like, give me head.
That was the song.
That was the
Who's
first
that?
song. That was the first song.
Wait, was it was
Yo.
Hannah Montana?
Listen,
Wait, because I get confused if that was.
I was like,
No, it's Joe Montana. Let me start.
Tony Montana. Tony Montana.
Montana.
Tony Mo-
it was
Joe
Tony
Montana.
Montana.
it was Hannah Montana.
Hannah Montana. Hannah Montana.
Joe Montana.
What was that? He said, "White girl, give me head."
It wasn't Joey Montana.
That's horrible.
Joey Montana.
Montana. Joe Montana.
QB on what? What was he on?
Oh God.
Oh my God.
wow.
Yeah.
All right, the
terrible.
topic. I
That's
guess.
his. That's his whole.
Wait,
that's
that-
his whole career.
Wait, that wasn't the topic.
That wasn't the
Nah,
topic.
that wasn't the
Let's just keep
topic.
this the topic.
We're filibustering because we got the topic is best female rappers.
Filmo.
Best female rapper.
Female.
Well, Filmo.
Female.
Filmo.
Best
Filmo.
Filmo.
The best femcs.
Best Filmo.
Stop boosting my adrenaline.
Did you just say femcies?
My
Femcs.
liability.
Best femcs.
Best femc?
Femc.
Sounds bad.
That's fucking
That sounds
The
stupid.
best
very-
femcs.
Politically incorrect.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Femcies.
They're the same as everyone, Kev.
Come on, they
Don't
put
just-
a
don't put
they
a
put
label
a
on them.
They put a "w" onto men. Is woman sexist because there's men in it?
Shut up.
I don't know, man.
Is
I'm confused.
it's
These
woman.
days, I don't know what to say.
femc sexist
it's
because
woman.
MC's in it?
Anything you say nowadays will offend somebody, so I don't know. I have no
It's
idea.
not woman, it's woman. All right?
Hey, woman. Hey, woman.
If you don't know, that's what about song.
Hey, woman.
Hey, woman. Hey, woman.
Yeah. So
Shout out to Mr. T for that influence.
I pretty much made a short list of female rappers.
That's all of them, right?
And it's pretty much every one of them.
Damn.
Actually, no, it's 15. My list is only 30.
I bet you. All right, let's see.
My list is only 13,
Sound like the Joker.
and there's probably like 15. on the list.
There's more,
No,
but
there is more.
mainstream,
There is more.
mainstream
We're
artists,
talking about mainstream. We're
'cause you
talking
can go to
about
underground and be there forever.
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
no one's gonna know who.
These are the ones on the list. Actually made a they kind of made a dent in the industry,
Yeah.
and they made a name for themselves. And a lot of them had on this list anyway made a there's a lot of firsts.
An impact.
That's the word I was looking for. But
Jean
there was
Grey.
a lot of firsts.
We're gonna talk a lot about Jean Grey. No,
Yeah.
but we should. But when
Not only is she an X-Men, but
Yeah.
she throws down a couple of
God
bars.
damn it!
threw it-
I saw
threw
that
it
coming.
and slay. Oh, you missed the dunk.
Like that.
So anyway, I have the list in no particular order. I just put, whatever, and then like a couple of notes on each one. First one on the list I have is Eve.
Eve was great. She's good.
What
Talented.
y'all
Really
really
good.
want?
Yep.
Rough Riders, right?
Yep.
Yep, Philly,
Rough Riders.
Philly cat, Philly female.
She was good.
Well, she rapped.
And she
She
wrote.
rapped.
She rapped and wrote.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
she was respectable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got no problem
I
with
didn't
that.
listen to a lot of her stuff, but I like it. She was the
Her
shit.
second album was actually was it second? It was third.
Hmm.
I think it was the third album. Third album was dope. I love that album.
Third album.
Yeah.
Yes. I think I have that.
I
on my
love
iPod.
that
Yeah.
album.
First album was good.
Not the one when she changed her hair reddish. That was second. That was the second album, I think. That was okay.
Wasn't she like bald head in every album?
Bald head or short hair?
Well, short hair.
Yeah, short hair.
Sorry.
She's short hair.
The
in
one
every
with the short hair.
album. Short hair.
So, I thought she
With the
liked
good hair.
I
All
thought
right,
she
this is
liked
what we'll
girls
do, Al.
'cause
You
she
go
had the
down your
short hair.
list, and we'll see who has the top spot as you go down the list. So
All
far,
right,
Eve is a good
well,
candidate.
I'm gonna exclude one because I think this one it should be the number one.
Oh, really?
Number one. So I'm gonna go down my list, but I'm gonna skip the one
If you
that I
miss
want.
anybody, I'll name
I'm
it.
gonna
Exactly.
skip the main one that should be on
Okay.
number one on the list. I
Okay.
think. Next one on the list. Oh, actually, I was gonna talk about Eve. Man, she's had the tattoo of the fucking
Pause.
the paw prints on it.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, man?
Just
How
Hey,
do you
listen,
feel about that, man?
Anyone's entitled to do whatever they want with their tattoos. Personally, I think it's trashy looking. But I mean,
I
I mean,
agree.
you want paw prints near your tits? I mean,
Yeah.
come on, whatever. She
The
probably did-
dogs be
she-
all on them.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. She
Rough
probably,
Riders.
she probably
Rough
did that shit when she was young.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
whatever.
true. That's
Yeah,
true.
whatever. I mean, if she bragged about it all the time, like I got paw
Alright.
prints on everyone's on my titties.
not
All
a
these
fan.
dogs.
Not a fan of the tits. You know, and she can't.
Now we're talking about the tattoo, not the tits, dude.
I mean, sorry. The
I'm
tats.
not, he said, "I'm not a fan of a tits."
He
No,
meant
no,
he
you-
meant he meant to
I
say
meant
tats.
to say tats.
He
I
meant
meant
to
to
say
say
tats.
tats.
You
Yeah, I
did
really
not.
did.
Well, we
Tits.
lost all female
Yeah,
viewers
right.
that would have
I'm not
listened
a
to
fan
us
of
right
a
now.
tits.
Oh,
We're getting-
I'm not talking about chest at
We're
all.
getting
I
nothing
did
but
not
hate
like
mail.
the tattoo. I really, that was a
We're
slip
get-
of the word.
We're
right
getting
there.
nothing but hate mail in the next one.
I did not
How
like the
sexist
tattoo.
can we get?
Yeah, right.
That's why they call it a snatch.
Yeah.
So, what do you think of her ass?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. Just like
Now,
completely
what do you
chopping
rate
them
it?
down.
Let me start on.
No, but I don't like the tattoo either. I'm not a big
Ah.
fan of it. Not a
I'm saying, what do you think? All right, so let me ask you this question:
Hmm.
What do you think happened to her?
Movies, right? You should do some movies.
Made that
barbershops.
movie money?
No,
She
got-
got barbershop.
No,
Right.
she got that movie money, got pregnant, and she good.
Did she
Yeah.
get pregnant? I thought
Probably.
she
Yeah.
liked dudes.
Probably.
I mean, dudes. I thought she liked girls.
She got
I wouldn't be surprised either if she liked chicks.
But no, she had a video out with the chick.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Wasn't a dude.
Was
It
she
a
getting
chick.
intimate?
Somebody got in there.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know what caused her to stop rapping because I mean she did put out a lot.
Probably
I
that
mean she's
movie
been
money.
around for a while, so I mean you know
That movie
usually
She did enough albums.
a
you
rap
know?
career usually lasts
Five-
maybe 10 years if you're lucky.
If you're good, 5 to 7. That's if you're like successful. But if you're, like,
I mean, if
Jay-Z
you're
or
like a
Eminem,
genius, then you'll be out for 20, 30 years. But
Well, if you're doing side shit like acting and stuff, that's gonna definitely.
well, would
take
she
you
be
away.
accepted back if she came back now?
Why not? Who the fuck's out now?
Well, Remy Ma came
Yeah.
back after being in
Yeah.
prison.
But
That's
we didn't
true.
get to her yet.
You know, so
Good
So we're
point.
not gonna bring
Yeah,
up her
but
unless
we're-
you want to talk to her next.
Good point.
Nice transition.
Good
if that was the
point.
next
Yeah.
person.
All right, Remy Ma. She's also on the list.
What you talking about? You didn't get boxed.
Let's talk about Remy Ma.
What?
Sorry, that's what she said.
Stop. Stop.
3 months.
Somebody got something to say.
About who? Remy Ma?
Yeah.
I don't
Go
have
ahead.
anything. I don't listen to her, so I don't really.
No, she's good. She's skilled.
I think Remy's talented, but overrated, kind of to me.
Hmm.
She's a little bit overrated because she hasn't had like a catalog that you can look back on,
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
you can with Eve. Like I
can
can
with
look back on her and be like that album,
Right.
that album,
Yeah.
that album, this and this and this.
Hmm.
But I mean, she did some dumb shit, like shooting someone in her car
Yeah, that's true.
and went to jail for a while. So
Yeah.
that's not a good decision.
She's too
Right.
ratchet for my taste.
But she came back, and I mean, I always thought she was a good rapper.
She
Yeah.
had a decent freestyle on.
No, she gets
What was
off
it, on the-
sometimes.
on the-
I don't
on
know if she has that many good songs though, but I mean,
Right.
she gets off on like guest appearances
Mhm.
and freestyles and diss tracks.
Hmm.
But that's my main gripe with her is she does too much of this diss track shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I know
Right.
that you have to come out with a diss track nowadays to be heard.
Do you think she did the diss track because she can't come out with an album?
No, she did the track. Well, she did the diss track just to be heard. That's it for publicity.
And after
Yeah.
that, nothing.
No, she had other stuff.
No, but she
Her
said
and Fat
Nicki
Joe had
really.
a whole album.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, and then she had like the #1 song in a year with this guy saying it all the time.
all the way up.
Yeah, exactly. That was the only time you should say it.
No, check it out though.
So-
Do you think that hold on, she had to come out? You said she had to come out
Yeah,
with a diss
Sam.
track.
Yes.
Get heard. All right, but
That's the
she-
first thing she did.
But Nicki, look, she said that Nicki was really trying to mess up her career in the background, and she had
Who
to say
cares?
something.
Listen, this is my thing. This is my gripe. I was gonna wait until we got through all the chicks. Actually, you know what? I'll bring it up now. Then Fuck it.
What's up?
The thing about chicks in hip hop that I don't agree with
Yeah.
is that they don't have. It's a power struggle.
Mm-hmm.
There's no room for more than one.
You're
I mean,
sexist. Let me
That's
stop.
why,
said-
that's what I don't like about that.
No, I've
There
said it
should be room for a
before.
lot.
If you heard
Nah,
it on the podcast, I've
Yeah.
definitely said this before when we talk about
Mhm.
chicks. But
Mhm.
there can never be more than two,
Yeah.
at most.
Mhm.
Like back in the day when they had, I mean, I'm probably gonna name some. That's why I didn't want to.
Remember that
Oh,
song,
yeah, you know
Ladies
what?
Night? They don't do Ladies Night
Can-
anymore. You
Hold
couldn't do it
that.
now.
Hold that opinion. Let me just go through.
So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna talk
gonna
about
go-
it after we go through the.
Yeah,
people.
I'm gonna go through my list real quick. After Remy Ma, we got Rod Digger.
Rod Digger.
I like
Rod Digger.
I
always
like Rod Digger ever since she was on The Score with Fuji Score.
Yes.
Yeah.
I liked Rod Digger ever since she was in that horror movie. It was like she was in a.
She was in a horror movie.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. What movie?
Some house that was haunted and the ghost was like they were locked in like.
Was it a comedy?
Sounds
Was
like,
No,
sounds
no.
like the
It was a
worst
serious
shit in the
horror
world.
movie.
I gotta see this.
Well, yeah, I want to see this
Yeah.
shit.
Rod Digger.
It came out like 2000 or some shit, but yeah, I liked it.
Flipmo, man.
I liked it. That
Squid
I
Dog.
thought her voice is kind of.
Oh, Squid Dog.
Yeah, no.
Her voice is unique. I
Her
say
voice
that much.
is new. Yeah.
Very dudeish.
It's very,
Yes.
Very dudish.
very dude.
Very masculine. Let me stop. Let me stop.
It's like not.
But
It
she
was
doesn't.
voice.
All right, if
No,
you ever
no, but she's
listen, if you ever matched her voice up with her look, doesn't go.
Yeah.
Doesn't go.
Yeah,
at
it
all.
doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like she's pretty. Like
I actually don't know what she looks like.
she's pretty.
She's pretty?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
Yeah.
With that voice?
Yeah, the voice doesn't match.
5, 7,
Nice, Al.
You start that over the whole thing?
That's
You
hilarious.
sure? Hey.
Yeah, I did.
Hey, nice to
And
meet
we're
you.
back.
Hey, my bad. I guess you can't press that.
We're restarting for the people with ADD.
ADD.
Alzheimer's. What's up? We'll be doing this every 5 minutes. Let me start.
See how
Gotta wake
paying
people up.
attention. Just gonna start
to
this
see
shit
if you're
over.
paying attention.
No, we're practicing.
That
We're
was
gonna
my
cut
bad.
it and then bring it the next day.
I was
Cut
trying
it.
to cut and paste.
Cut it. Cut it.
But I'm gonna have to do
Cut
it
it.
with the mouse here. All right, fine.
Oh, yes.
I missed that
her, she can rap. She's had some songs. Her and Flip Mode.
Squid Dog.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
She's good, but Eve still takes it.
I don't know if I can
Eve
take a
still
whole
takes it.
album of
Eve still
her. Though.
takes it.
All right, stop.
No, I don't know if I could do that either.
I don't think I can do a whole
There
album.
she
of
is.
her.
I don't
Actually,
think I could do it.
She is pretty. Wow. That voice comes from her. That face.
That voice comes from there.
That voice comes from her. From
Yeah,
that.
she's pretty.
That voice comes from that. That thing.
that thing right there.
That's fucked up.
That woman creature. That sexy woman creature.
That thing. That's what the
No,
voice.
she's
comes from?
pretty.
Oh,
Nah,
let,
she
me
had
see
a
if,
good
let
look.
me see if I can pull it up on.
She
the
got that.
screen.
She got that dude voice though, man.
Yeah, she very. She really does, man. Shit. Oh, here we go.
Can't picture her
There we go.
moaning. Like, I'm sorry.
All right, that's the biggest I
I'm
can
sorry.
get that.
She lost all women again. We started it over. We started over to bring them back in.
Yeah, can you start over again?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, she's pretty, man.
Yeah, she got the look.
Yeah,
But
to
see,
get
like
rid
I
of
said,
that.
hearing the voice though.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
unique, like I said, very unique.
Rod Digger.
There you go.
All right, so next we got.
Sounds like
Rod Digger.
Sounds like something else. I swear to God.
Next one, Foxy Brown.
Foxy Brown.
Oh,
snap.
shit.
I need a beer.
Queens, right?
I think she's gotta get disqualified though, because I hear she don't rate all this stuff.
Oh shit! Yeah, that was the
That's #1 rapper this time.
that was the allegations.
Look,
You don't write your own shit.
Eve writes.
Allegations.
How do you know?
She writes,
do you
man.
know?
Eve writes.
How do you know?
I could tell by the way she raps.
How do you know?
And the way she spits.
Yeah, you don't know.
What
You
makes
could be
say it? What
manufactured.
makes you say it?
Come on, it
What
just-
makes you say
You
it?
could just tell
You
by
know
the
what's
way
fuck-
the lines are put together, the way she delivers them. Like only a
Nah,
person,
man.
only a person who wrote those could deliver it.
I
that
don't know, man.
So let's not get into
don't
who
know.
writes for who because we don't know.
Don't disappoint us. Eve.
Although I do know pretty well.
No, it's
He
fucked
writes
up
for her.
because
Rod Digger, though, she writes her own stuff.
Nas writes
you know
for
what's fucked up about the allegations of not writing your own shit,
Jay-Z writes
especially
for
for a rapper. It's very similar to the sexual allegations that the woman like give when they, you know what I'm saying? It's like, how do you prove? You know, it's actually harder to prove, believe it or not.
How do you prove
But
this? If I was
How
to
do you
prove
fucking
that, I'm
prove
gonna,
I would
that you wrote your
disqualify
lyrics.
anybody who has someone writing for them gets disqualified.
check it out. If
Yeah,
you
but
want, if for
how do you
people
prove
who are
that?
on, this is how you
like
prove
if you're
it.
innocent.
This
if
is
you,
how
if
you
you do
prove it.
write your shit, and it's like what?
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. If you write lyrics, you can prove it right now. You just be like, all right, you don't think I write lyrics? You write some lyrics right there on the spot,
Dude, that's the dumbest
and then you
thing I've
spit
heard.
that shit right there.
Yeah, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Like, look,
Yeah,
I just
that's-
wrote
That-
a bar.
that
I
might
wrote
be-
this right
it
now.
might be the dumbest thing I've heard. That's pretty dumb. Actually.
Come on, that's no. If a
How
person,
about you pull out your notebook? Be like, here, this is all my
Right,
shit.
right.
That's more. It makes more
Exactly.
sense.
that
Let me
too
write
also.
down some shit.
I write down
Listen,
some shit. Give
man.
me 2 seconds.
Listen,
All right.
listen.
It's a hard thing.
All you
to
had to
prove.
do is say, I heard on Firm. I heard on her own albums. I heard her after the writers changed. She sounds different each time.
Who's this?
Foxy
Foxy.
Brown.
Okay, Fox.
She sounds
Okay.
different on all those albums.
That I would actually say that. Yeah,
Yes, that-
if someone said Foxy wrote her own shit, I would be surprised.
I don't
like I'm
know.
sure she
There's
has.
some artists that you could just. I mean, I can't say you can tell, but like if I'm gonna guess on this whole list, I would say Eve writes.
Remy
I would
Ma.
say Foxy Brown does not write.
What about Remy Ma?
Right.
Remy Ma.
I would say
Papoose,
married to
Papoose,
a
Papoose
very-
writes the shit.
Very popular.
I don't listen to her enough to
underground
make
rapper.
that to make that. I don't listen to her enough.
But listen, she's married to a very prolific freaking. He's like a great rapper. Like
Papoose.
Papoose is a great rapper. He doesn't have a career.
That name makes me laugh.
Yeah, no, it does. It
It
makes
sounds
me
like
laugh
a drug.
too.
Yo, give me a hit of that papoose.
Yeah.
No, he says
I
it
caught
that
a
way,
case
too.
of that papoose.
But he got signed. He got
Piece of
signed.
that Papoose.
But listen,
So they- sounds like a
Go ahead,
derogatory thing to say to women.
What'd you say?
You get some of that papoose.
Bam.
Sorry.
but
Go
he
ahead,
basically got signed to not rap.
Right.
He got signed to stay away.
He got
is fucked
signed to stay away.
Yeah.
Wow.
Take the money.
They gave
Go.
him $1 million or whatever, as far as I heard. And like I said, I don't know.
Wow.
Not there, but he got paid to stay out of the game.
I wish they would do that with most rappers today.
That's what they're
Yeah,
doing.
right.
It's like,
anyway.
yo, never put out an album again, please.
Nah,
Don't
they give
put
him
out
money.
an album again.
But he's come out with, guest spots and stuff like that. He's had songs all underground. And his wife is Remy Ma.
Mhm.
So who's to say?
Mm.
We don't hear him enough.
Mm.
We don't hear him enough to say, hey, that's his style.
That's a good point. That's
So-
a good point.
So if you can say Foxy don't write for herself, then you can say Remy Ma don't write for herself.
Conspiracy.
We got the same amount of the thing. I mean, you can look in their writers' credit. So, I mean, if you really want to look into it.
So out of those three, you would still put up Eve as a top.
Let's see.
Rod Digger, Foxy
Eve.
Brown, Eve, and Remy Ma.
All right, next.
Eve wins. Eve still has to win.
Okay.
All right, we got another one on the list.
Her discography.
Oh wait.
Next
Foxy
one
got
on.
some hits, though. Foxy got some hits.
Don't
does.
skip it, Al. Don't
But
skip
she don't
it.
write?
Don't skip number
Foxy
4.
got some hits.
No, I'm
right,
skipping
though.
it. I
Talking about
have a
hits.
reason for skipping it.
Oh,
I'm talking
I
about
have a
shit.
reason.
I'm not
Because
talking
I'm
about
saving the best for last.
I'm
Okay.
talking about hits.
That's why I'm skipping them.
Okay.
Queen Latifah's next on
I
the
like
list.
Queen Latifah.
Oh, shit.
I like Queen.
Queen
Oh, you mean
Latifah
that
is
the
next.
actress?
Yes.
I like Queen Latifah.
Queen Latifah, the actress.
UNITY.
Not the rap. No, she
Who
actually.
you calling the bitch?
Give me
she-
5 on the black hand side.
She.
Damn.
Give me 5 on the black
Nah,
hand
she's
side.
actually a big influence for
fucked
female
up,
rappers.
That's
out
fucked
there.
up. Otherwise, you got to be big.
Damn, man.
Damn. See, lost females again.
No, I was
This
saying
guy.
she was big. I didn't say
This
she was
fucking
big.
guy.
I said, why she got to be big?
This guy right here. Anyway. Yeah, no, she's a big influence.
Damn.
Very, very good.
Stop it. Stop it.
She lost all that, though. She's slowed down
She lost some of that.
as much as she can.
She lost
as
some.
much as she can.
But it looks better, yes.
I like.
This fucking guy,
I
man.
like Queen Latifah.
Jesus
I
Christ.
do too.
I
She's
did
a
too.
big
I'm a
influence
big
of mine.
fan. I'm a big fan of Queen Latifah.
Yeah,
Really?
I am as well.
So back in the day when Heavy D was called the overweight
Get
lover,
out.
how could they never call Queen Latifah the
Yo,
overweight?
what is with the yo?
Yo, you gotta stop, man.
With
No,
the,
but
This
it
is
would
not
have been
us.
wrong. Listen, it would have been wrong, right?
I think Heavy D called himself
I
overweight
know.
lover.
Yeah.
I know. But it would have been wrong if somebody called a female that, though.
No, but if she
It
called
is wrong.
herself, it'd be
It'd still
very
be wrong.
weird.
It's
It'd be-
wrong.
yeah, it's just
It is wrong. It is wrong.
Women are very sensitive about their weight.
It is, yes.
So it's like that's
It's-
why
it is
a guy
wrong.
could be like, "Yo, I'm the big man," you know, like fucking,
She was there to break the mold,
like
though.
DJ Fat Ass Khaled, you know.
Damn.
He fucking always
Man.
talks about his weight. Moving on.
All right,
Queen
Queen,
Latifah.
does Queen Latifah beat Eve?
She's worked with a lot of she
I
worked
like-
with
This is the thing.
Tribe. She worked with Tribe Called
This is the
Quest. She
thing.
worked with fucking Leaders of the New School. She worked with fucking a lot of fucking
as
artists.
a female
different-
influence.
It's a different
Yeah.
era.
It's a different area.
It was a different
tough.
era.
hard.
It's
It's
really
hard
tough.
to match up.
Jungle
someone-
Brothers.
It's hard to
fucking,
match someone from the late '80s
Mhm.
to someone in the mid '90s, as far as what was out there and what they did for hip hop. Like, I mean, I can't take away what Queen Latifah did for hip
Latifah
hop.
went into
Yeah.
the '90s too.
No, but I'm saying, like,
No.
it's a different generation. Like, her and MC Light and them, like, they were.
Was she the first one to transition into acting? Female
As a
rapper.
female?
Yes.
Female rapper. I think she was right.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
She was the Ice
So yeah,
Cube.
she definitely has to get a
Damn.
recognized for that.
Who gets the top spot? Eve. or
Wait,
Queen
there's
Latifah?
more.
there's a lot more.
There's a
All right,
lot
keep
more.
going. Go ahead.
Neither-
All right, go
neither
ahead.
one.
Next
Just
one
keep
on the
going.
list.
We'll leave them neck and neck.
I'm
for
leaving
now.
the best, like the best ones for last.
Neck
So
and neck.
next one is Lil Kim.
She didn't
Biggie
write-
rolled all.
She
She
didn't
didn't write
She didn't
shit.
write.
Nope.
She didn't write nothing.
Nope. Nope.
She didn't write
And
nothing.
Hey!
I'm sorry.
She has
I'm
some
sorry.
hits. I like that
I'm sorry.
first
Just
album.
instant kill. Anybody defending her? Anybody?
I will defend.
Okay, good.
She didn't write
Go
shit.
ahead.
No, I'm not saying whether she wrote or not.
Yeah.
I'm just saying her career and what she did for hip hop. It was a big thing. Her
At
and
the
Foxy
time.
Brown were like, that was the only time. Listen, like I said before, there was only a few. And there could never be more. And they were two at that time. And they didn't really battle each other, right? They didn't really battle. They may have said a few things here and there, but they never battled
never
and
really-
said, hey, you can't come out because I'm out. I'm the queen, you're not the queen, and all this bullshit. So they were out together. And there was also others, but I can't name them all. Damn it.
You know what's messed up though? in hip hop, you have actors, and
Jay
then,
isn't-
and then you have rappers.
Yeah.
You have actors and
Right.
rappers.
Drake,
Well,
would,
she was
Drake
definitely
would,
an actor.
Drake would be an actor.
Actress.
He was an actor.
Damn.
though.
Eminem, you would call rapper.
Not
You know, like
every-
there's actors and there's rappers. The ones that have people.
But he
tons
was
of
an 8 Mile,
ghostwriters. Stop it.
Drake was an actor before he was a rapper.
There's tons of people. When you have someone write for you, you're an actor. If you write your own shit and you're successful, you're a rapper. That's just the way it is.
Emma was
You can't,
supposed
you
to be in
can't
that
compare the
boxing
two.
movie too.
Right.
Who?
Emma was supposed to be in that boxing movie too.
What boxing movie?
Oh,
They did the song for it.
yes. He got Jake Gyllenhaal to play
Yeah,
the
that's
part.
You're supposed to be in it?
Yeah.
Yes, he was supposed to be in it. He liked the script so
What was it,
much.
Contender? What was it called?
Not
I
the
forgot what
Contender.
it
I'm trying. It will come to me in a second.
It's one of the only
Southpaw.
Ones. Yeah, I did
Yeah,
see
Southpaw.
It.
That was it.
But he's supposed to be in that. But
They
then-
wrote the movie for Eminem.
Really? He was
Eminem-
supposed to be the main guy?
Yes, he was supposed to be Jake Gyllenhaal's character. However,
He's supposed to be Prince of
Jake
Persia.
Gyllenhaal went to the audition and killed it, and they hired him to do it. But he still was attached to the script so much so because like if you watch have you seen the movie Southpaw?
Nah,
No.
God damn it.
can't talk about
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
No spoiler.
It has no spoiler.
Right, better
No
not be a
spoiler,
spoiler,
no
motherfucker. I didn't see it.
No,
yet.
you got to see the movie. It's very, very good.
Fuck.
It has a lot to do with fatherhood, with the daughter, and like a boxing and stuff like that. And
So Haley
um,
J.
again, this was made for Eminem,
Yeah.
but Eminem liked the script so much that he actually produced the music for the movie, and it was actually pretty good. And I think he got awarded.
I got something.
He got something for producing the music for the movie. I think at least I think it got nominated. I don't know if he won, but I think he at least got nominated for an
Probably
award.
lost.
But as far as Lil' Kim is concerned,
She's an
No.
actress.
she's an actress.
Yeah.
She's an actress.
Pretty good actress. I mean, you got to listen. In
She
order to do,
she played the part very well.
in order to do rap, like you got to be able to do it, and you got to be able to go on stage. I mean, back then, I don't know, she can't do it now, but
Can't barely.
Not
Dude,
with that
she
plastic
looks-
face.
She looks like a Ghostbuster ghost.
you do have to be able to go up there and perform. Like you can't be a bad performer, especially then.
She fucks up her verses all the time live.
No, I know now.
The last.
No, she fucks the verses up because her fucking mouth can't
Yeah.
stretch that
Her
far
face
to
looks like-
pronounce certain words because she had so much surgery.
Her face looks like the Stay Puft
Surgery.
Marshmallow.
No, she
Shit
really
is
did.
like
She
all
really did a
swollen.
foul thing to herself, man. I don't
No,
know
she
what
really
She
did,
some
man.
foul
It sucks.
shit.
But
If you
back
look
then,
at
to even be credible though, you
Yeah.
had to be a certain look. You had
Well-
to be a certain a certain style.
well,
Can't be offbeat.
well, one thing that she did do, which if you see a lot of artists like now, you see a lot of like pop artists that kind of emulate this.
Yeah.
Is that she like red
She
carpet
changed it
moments
up.
on MTV?
Yeah, she changed it up.
She was like she wore like everybody would
She
go
Lady
to
Gaga
MTV. Yeah, she's like the Lady Gaga before Lady Gaga. She influenced. Yeah,
True,
no, but she
I'll
did.
say, yeah.
Like
She
people
wore
wanted
the
to know
wigs.
she wore fucking crazy shit and like remember the thing
What
with
video?
the nipple?
What video was that? Was
With the
that
nipple
Was that Crush
sticking
on
out?
You with Lil C's with the blue
Different hair.
wig? Yeah, that,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
actually was a big influential
Yeah.
video that came out.
A lot of girls copy it.
Yeah.
Now
No,
they
true.
say every girl
No,
comes out. Jacking my style. You
Right.
jacking my style. You jacking my style. Stop with the jack.
Everyone gets something from somebody. I mean, think
Right.
about
That's like saying-
think about jeans. Who made up wearing jeans? Everyone wears them. Are you still in that person's style? Everyone wears jeans. You know, it's
Right.
like what the fuck? We
Yeah.
all take something from somebody.
Right.
Come
But
on.
that blue wig though.
No,
blue
but
wig
I'll
though.
give Lil' Kim a lot of credit.
That blue wig
She's
though.
like she had an impact.
Yeah,
you know,
no.
she was
Definitely.
she was a trendsetter.
She did the big
fashionably.
style
did.
very well.
You
She
know,
worked very
she did
well
big.
with them.
Yeah, she,
I compare it to this. Rocky Balboa. He's not a real boxer, but he's a big influential figure in the boxing world.
Yep.
yeah,
But he's an actor.
He's a character.
yeah. he's a
Same
character.
shit. Very, very,
Fictional
very similar.
character.
Fictional
Did
character.
you ever think Clubber Lang would inspire us all?
Hey woman. Hey woman. Hey woman.
Bring it right back to that.
I'm a bigger man than you ever was.
Oh wow.
But Lil' Kim, I mean, yeah. So I still give her credit.
Yeah, I
She
give her
does
cre- I give her
deserve credit,
I give her
but
credit.
for having
When-
an
when her
impact
support-
on the culture.
But when her support system broke down,
That's it.
then
wrap.
that was pretty much it.
Yeah, you can't.
Same with Foxy.
She's not going to be the best top female rapper all time.
Yeah, you can't get that. To her.
back.
She,
No.
she don't, well,
Influential though, influential.
Well, she
yeah,
just
rap
had-
artist, female rap artist. Yeah, you can give her that. But
She just had a
best
song.
female spitter.
She just had a song with Remy Ma, and it was the beat. It was one of Lil' Kim's singles. The beat, and Remy Ma rapped on it, and Lil' Kim did some horrendous hook. It was vocoded to death, and it was bad. It was, and I was like, she didn't get a verse on it. I was like, yo, that's your beat. You couldn't spit nothing. You couldn't get Remy Ma to write for you. Oh,
Somebody's
that's
gotta
because somebody else right.
She was like, Big is no longer
Yeah,
here,
Big.
so who's
Big,
gonna write my
Big needs to
verse?
write for- you know?
Damn.
nah, man,
all
she
right.
could've got-
But anyway,
Who's next one?
next one, Jean Grey. Go ahead.
I don't know who that is.
Go ahead. She's a conscious female rapper
You guys got that.
discovered by Talib Kweli.
Yes, I've heard her several times. She's pretty good.
She's actually pretty good.
She's good?
pretty
Okay.
good.
Yes, she's
she's
actually
actually
pretty
pretty
I never
good.
heard of her before.
Yes.
No, she's underground. Not a lot of
Yes,
people heard. She
she
never
is-
went.
she is
like,
underground.
She never hit the mainstream. ever.
Right.
And she writes
Plus,
for
she had to
herself?
change her name.
She writes for herself.
She writes for herself.
That's good. She had to-
She already gets credit from me.
Yes.
You write for yourself?
She writes for herself, and she's a conscious rapper.
She had to change her name. I hate when they have to. That sucks.
Oh,
when
she had to
they
change
do
the spelling because you can't be
Jean
X-Men.
Grey,
You
Right.
X-Men.
You can't.
that. It's
put
like
that
with
out.
Eminem.
Trademark.
He changed the name for that. He was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But I mean, like I said, it's underground, very underground. A lot of people who listen to us probably maybe
Check
they
it
heard
out.
of it.
I think you.
I'll check her
I
out.
think you'd like her.
No, Jean Grey's good.
But
Jean
if
Grey's
she
pretty good.
came out and had like hits, I can't put her in the category of people on the radio.
Who are on the
because I
radio.
didn't
That's,
hear her on there.
I was kind of questionable.
Because then you would have to open that up to the other underground
yeah,
people.
It
People
was
that'd be
kind of
too many.
questionable to even put her on the list, but
She's
I was
talented
like, you know what?
enough to spit with the best of them.
Yeah,
she's really
yeah,
good.
She is. She
She's
is.
really, really good.
And I would have to put the chicks from Wu-Tang's group on there.
That's
Nah.
true.
They're
yeah.
underground too.
They had
I heard
to.
that
Yeah.
ill one on
Yeah.
that. Oh, what was it? 112 on the GZA album. There was some
Yes,
chick on there who
yes.
killed it.
Yeah.
She killed that.
But what
shit.
about who was
I
the
remember. I know. I know what
You know
you're
that
talking
song
about.
with
yeah.
that beat?
Yeah.
who was the chick who was on Redman shit?
Oh,
I forgot. But it was like his they were
Nah,
related or
wait.
something.
What about Cameron's mom?
Who's the one? Not the one who was on. No.
man.
Y'all some fake generals.
What y'all know about crack
wow.
miles and Thomas? Nah, man. Come
Talking
on.
about crack valve. Damn.
But nah. The one who was like one,
Oh.
Yeah, yeah,
on the
yeah.
P Diddy song.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. I know what you're
forgot
talking
her
about. I don't know her
name,
name either.
But she doesn't. She's
It'll
not
come
on the
to me.
list though. She's not
No,
on
no,
the
no.
list. But she was around then too.
Let me
Rightly so.
let's go to the next one here on the list. Is you know what? Let me go here. Nicki Minaj is on the list. First, the only reason why she's on this list, she's the first female MC to have 7 songs on the Billboard charts at the same time.
It's crazy.
That's a big milestone.
It is. No,
I mean, I'm not a fan of her. I'm not a
I'm
fan
making
of her.
noises.
But you gotta admit
I
that
gotta,
you gotta give credit.
her credit.
You gotta give credit where credit's due. I mean, that to
I
have
think-
7 fucking songs on
Listen.
the Billboard charts at the same fucking
Listen.
time. That's big. That's a big deal.
I think.
Goddamn, man.
I think she
That's not a
writes.
sound effect button, by the way.
If she writes, that's crazy. She writes.
I'll
she
go as
writes-
far as this. If she does write for herself,
Uh-huh.
if it's all her, I give her the all the credit in the world.
I've seen her.
If you write for yourself,
I think she does.
all the credit in the world.
I think she does.
There's certain
Only
things you
reason
do.
why I
Even
say
though
that,
I'm not into her music at all,
I'm not.
I give her all the credit in the world. If you write for yourself and you're successful because you write for yourself, that's awesome.
You know how
That's always
Biggie
awesome.
had that famous freestyle in the streets of Brooklyn,
Mhm.
where they filmed him like on the street corner doing this freestyle, whatever. She had something similar.
Yep.
And
She was
that-
in DVD Smack Days
dude.
a long
that
time
shit
ago.
was. I know it was a long time ago.
But she was rapping the same.
And she was rapping.
She was doing the
The
cartoon
same.
faces
And
and,
it was-
all that.
Yeah, but it was good.
Now she kills it.
Yeah.
It was good.
She-
It was like it was like wow, that's. And she
As
looked
far as
completely.
street- as
She
far
looked
as-
completely different.
Well, as far as street,
Completely different.
as far as street mentality and all that, like she was there. She was in the streets. She was rapping on the corners. She was doing that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then she got popular.
Yeah.
I mean, I say the seven songs in the top, whatever. That's from basically what fucking not Cash
That's
Money,
Pops.
Young
That-
Money.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
from Young Money,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the association they had and everything that they had on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a setup.
Right.
Yeah.
But as far as the music, I mean, she's had a lot of hits. She's where she is because of talent.
Yeah,
Although she did
that's-
flip to the pop scene, that's not to take away her credit.
Yeah.
She's still one of the grimiest. Like to be a pop sensation
Uh-huh.
and still come out with some grimy
comes out with grimy shit.
And I'm like,
No, she said some
that's
nasty
really
Right.
that's really one side and one side, like
Right,
just
right,
left
right.
and right completely, and you don't stop. Like she's
Yeah.
not saying, "Oh, I can't say fuck this, suck
Can't
that."
stop, won't
I
stop.
can't stop doing that while I have this song that 4-year-olds are singing.
Right.
So I don't know what that is as far as marketing, but that's saying that you're not going to stop who I really am, no matter how much you try. I know
Yeah.
what I got to do to make money, but I'm not going to change myself for
Right.
you. Besides changing her body, I'm not going to go into that.
Yeah,
Physically,
yeah, yeah.
physically, that's a
She
different
never
story.
had plastic. It never had.
Get out of here, get out of here, man.
Stop it.
So I'm not talking about body changes like Lil Kim. I didn't talk about her body changes. I'm
Right.
talking about rapping.
spitting.
And I'm
Body
talking about-
change, Lil Kim. You mean nationality change?
She Michael Jackson.
I'm talking about the skill level. I'm talking about the
Right.
music. So, and I'm talking about where they are. In
If she
hip-hop.
writes, which I mean, it sounds like. I mean, she sounds the same on every fucking song. Like it's like it's her flow. You know.
Yeah.
I mean,
She's murdered the top in the game. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, besides, even when she was on the song with Eminem, she didn't get destroyed by Eminem, and that's hard to do. Like,
Right.
No, it's true. She was able to hold her own.
Yeah.
but
she was
she
able to hold her own.
destroyed Jay-Z.
and Eminem
like,
won't do a
Yeah.
song with somebody who
Jay-Z
doesn't really.
and
work.
Kanye.
Right.
If you think about
destroyed.
that, Eminem's
It's a
not gonna
challenge.
do a song with somebody that's like, you know, this motherfucker doesn't write.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
never seen
Yeah.
a Cannabis in Him song?
Right.
That's true, too,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
But yeah, she murders people. Like Monster was a probably one of the best verses you'll ever hear. Chick
Goblin Ghoul.
That's true.
Jay
Not by
Z.
Jay-Z.
Jay Z stunk that shit up. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Goblin Ghoul.
And Kanye had like a depression.
A zombie
after
with
that.
no conscience.
After her verse, he had like a depression. He was like, "Wow, man."
Well, he wasn't gonna put her on it.
Who?
Wow.
Really?
He wasn't gonna put
That's
her on
some
it.
hating.
Wow, 'cause
That's
he
some
didn't
hate.
want
Who
people-
had a depression?
Kanye.
Kanye, because her verse was so good on that.
That's
Oh, why? Because
compared to
Kanye
his.
stinks.
Hating ass.
Well, he didn't want people to say that your best work is on this guy, and
Wow.
no one's gonna talk about his best song on his album.
Fuck Kanye.
So,
Fuck him.
Wow.
but he
man.
put it on it, so he can't
Fucking
hate that.
ego
He
maniac.
put her on it. He put her on it.
He wasn't gonna put her on. He's like, "Damn, she spit a better verse than me. I'm not gonna." How you got? Wow.
I
You
got
never
five.
heard. You never
I
heard.
ain't gonna do it.
Actually, you did hear Kanye Eminem song. That was on Drake though.
Yes.
And Eminem killed all of them.
I got 5 more on
Eminem
this
murdered.
list.
Eminem murdered.
I wish they did a song like that for the chicks though, but you can only have one. There's only one.
I got 5 more to get to. 5 more on the list to get to.
Okay.
Ready?
Go ahead.
Next one is The Brat.
Oh, snap. So let's go into a
Brat.
little history on
She-
the Brat.
The
Remember
She's,
when-
Brat.
by the way, she's the first female MC
Platinum.
to go platinum
Oh,
Wow.
good for her.
on a solo album.
Functified.
So
That's crazy.
So this is what happened when she first came out. They said that she was swagger jacking.
Swagger jacking who?
What you call it? Who was it? It was
Left
a
Eye?
Dog Pound. No, Dog
Oh,
Pound.
okay.
They said that she stole all the stuff from Dog Pound.
Just shout names out like how is that remotely close?
Yeah, Kev don't want me to talk.
No,
That's what I'm saying.
just throw his
That's
names
what I'm
out there.
Wasn't even close.
Not even remotely close.
Sorry.
So when
Wow.
she first came out with Functified, they said she was copying Dog Pound. They had a lawsuit. I'm like, why
Wow.
a lawsuit? Holy shit! Did she steal the actual notebook? Like, what is this? What is this? She didn't sound nothing like the Dog Pound to me.
No.
But for some reason, it went to court. Like it went far,
That's
and then
crazy.
she won. But what the hell is that?
That's bullshit.
That's crazy.
That's a lot of hate for a woman.
That
like
is.
to just come out like, oh, no. You can't sound like us. Just because it sounded a little West Coast, and they had the G Funk. That was
Yeah.
what Functified. This definitely
Yeah,
sounded
yeah.
G Funk.
Right.
But I guess that's what they tried to say. She stole their type of flow. Like, oh, come on.
Warren G.
West
That
Coast,
was
man.
down south though. That was
she's-
ATL.
Yeah.
I thought, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
yeah.
So you can't be stealing. But
Damn.
KD was doing West Coast stuff too.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I don't know where he's from. He's from East Coast.
I can't believe there was
That's
a
some crazy
lawsuit,
shit.
man. So that's crazy.
I like the rap, but
Brad,
I
the
hate
Brad's
it.
been spitting for a while.
I just hate
Yes.
it. I've always hated her verse on that Tyrese song. That was just a bad
That's
verses.
pop. That's a pop song.
It
Yeah.
was like bad verses. It was like
song.
badly written.
Bad verses.
It was corny, but it worked.
The chorus song, the chorus was
What
dope.
do
What do you like?
Yeah.
Whole lot of foreplay, right? And then she was like, say some shit because she's not. All right, listen, she's
She's
not
not
for
a se-
dudes.
She's not like a,
The Brad is
she's
not for
She's
dudes,
not like a
right?
sexy like.
Isn't she? Doesn't she like chicks too?
I think she likes
I guess.
chicks.
I never seen the Brat with a
But
dude.
she got them tiggle bitties
I
for
don't
your
know.
mouth.
It just
That's what
didn't
she
work.
said.
Though.
I don't
But
know.
she was talking about a chick though. She
Yeah.
was talking about
Somebody's mouth.
Listen,
Somebody's
if you told a gay
person's mouth.
Listen, if you told a gay dude to rap about liking a chick, you're
Yeah.
gonna find out something's not right.
Yeah.
Like,
Uh,
like when what was it? Tevin Campbell? Like
Yeah.
what was that guy?
Yeah, I think.
When he tried to sing about chicks and stuff.
Wait, he
people-
was gay? No, I'm just kidding.
People
Fam.
called him out on that. I was like,
Fam.
listen, you're rapping about dudes.
I mean, you gotta
Oh, you're
put
singing about dudes.
you gotta put 2 and 2 together, man. Have you ever seen her in a dress?
Yes, she has. She's been
she
very
has?
uncomfortable looking though.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course. So
Yeah.
it's you know,
But I mean,
put 2 and 2 together.
it
like
didn't
with
sound
pants up.
authentic when she was singing to Tyrese because she wasn't trying to get with Tyrese. That's all.
That's
All
true. She was like, I'm uncomfortable here.
All
I'm
right,
uncomfortable.
this next female rapper
Tiggle bitties.
is the only female rapper MC
Oh, before
with
you do
6.
that, before you do that,
What? the
I did
fuck?
hear. I just heard.
Killed my transition, man.
I know.
I was
really-
I work hard on that one, man. I work hard on that one. Let me start out. Go ahead.
But no, just about a couple of months ago, I just heard a JD and Brett song.
Oh, you
Yeah,
did?
recently.
one?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
shit,
yeah.
really?
Good?
I liked it.
Oh,
I liked
shit,
it.
all
I
right.
missed-
But you
I
like
missed
a
it.
lot of bullshit.
Yeah,
though,
yeah,
Jay.
yeah.
Oh, no, I'm not
That's
saying it
questionable,
wasn't.
man. That's
No,
questionable.
no, I'm not saying it wasn't bullshit. I enjoyed it though.
Oh, wow.
So that's
And I
fine.
like them.
Sorry.
I like them
It's
jumping back
questionable.
and
It's
forth
questionable.
because I missed that.
Yeah.
I
All
missed
right.
them jumping back and forth. But they did it as recently as 2017. So
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's
Good.
pretty awesome. I gotta look out for
Still
that.
around.
Well,
Still
again-
alive and kicking.
This next female MC.
can I fuck this up again?
God damn it, man. Let me get through this shit. This
ahead.
next female MC is the first or the only female MC with 6 platinum albums.
6 albums.
Platinum.
6 albums.
6 albums
There's
that
a female
went
that has 6 albums.
6 albums.
Wow.
Shauna.
Nope.
Trina.
Nope. Missy Elliott.
Oh,
Oh.
shit.
I forgot.
Yeah, there you go. Missy Elliott.
I'm the
You mean Timberland?
best.
Stop it.
Yeah, exactly. Let me tell you.
Now, if there's somebody who writes their own shit, this
Yeah.
is somebody
No,
who
Missy
writes.
writes
her
Well,
own
she
shit.
writes
Missy
for
writes her
everyone.
own
She writes-
She's a
she
great
wrote-
artist.
Not only does she write for herself, she writes for everyone
Writes
else.
for everybody.
Yeah, she wrote for everybody.
She writes for everybody.
Yeah, but does she have many verses where you're like, yo, she killed that?
Of course not.
She's not a killing rapper.
no.
But she does
She
have her own
changes
style.
But she has good music.
She has
she can
certain
write
char- she has
R&B,
charm.
she can
has
write
charm.
She has real
Missy
talent.
has
Yeah,
charm
she has
to her.
real
No,
raw
she-
talent.
she does
And
have
have a
talent.
charm. She does have a charm to her. I like her music.
Yeah.
I
Well,
really
she
do.
was very unique also.
And she was
As
very
far
unique.
as what flows she was bringing, how she broke it down, what
Yes.
happened with the beats. Because Timbaland was very crazy with the beats. And that
Oh,
was
man.
part of her authenticity,
Mm-hmm.
was having those change-ups and all
However,
that.
Yep.
yo, that,
Yeah.
that dude that's on her new song ruined the song for me. I can't play
Who?
that shit from. And I don't know who the fucking rapper is. Fucking
Wait,
stuck.
Pharrell?
Nah, you know, was it him?
It was actually, I
Pharrell.
heard some shit with Missy Elliott.
I mean,
Was
he,
it-
he
what
would
is-
say some bad
Was
shit.
it for? I think it was for Spider-Man.
It's Where You're From? That song?
Spider-Man-
That song Where You're
The
From?
Amazing Spider-Man 2. Yes,
Maybe,
I think
yeah,
it was.
yeah.
Where
Yeah,
You're From?
That's
Yeah.
not.
Is that
Oh,
Pharrell?
yeah,
on
that's
that?
Pharrell.
it was Pharrell.
Holy shit, that verse is
That
awful.
shit was bad.
I took it off my playlist.
That was horrible. That's bad. That's
I'm
bad.
like Optimus Prime. Look, what
Yeah.
are you saying?
Yes.
Pharrell
yes.
sucks. You always sucked
Yes.
rapping.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that
Stick
verse.
to singing. I'm happy. You stick to that shit.
Nah, stick to producing,
All right,
man.
seriously. Stick to
Work,
to
producing.
with,
the
work
Neptunes.
with your boy, man.
No, that
Shit.
verse-
Neptunes.
That
Yeah.
verse took me out of the song. I hate that song now.
Stick to the Neptunes, man.
But
Nah,
nah, I can't stand the rain shit. That shit's fly.
Yeah, no,
it was his own style.
she,
It is. It's. You won't hear a song like I can't.
her
stand the rain.
and fucking
Not a plastic bag though.
Yeah, that's what sold it though.
no, but Timberland,
Sold
as
that
far
shit.
he's one of my favorite producers. He changed the game completely, man. Like he comes out with shit that's like doesn't sound like anything. He has his own
It
unique
sounded like drum and
sound.
bass, but
Well,
it wasn't
now-
in a hip hop era.
It's funny because nowadays you hear shit. Everything is influenced by his work. Before then, everything
Yeah.
sounded a certain way. It was that they get the boom bap,
What's funny
fucking
is
hip hop, and then after
Pharrell
him,
and him, they all went to the same school. Like,
Yeah.
didn't they all?
Yeah,
like,
they did.
worked together.
Yeah, the
before they all
Neptunes.
came out.
Wow.
yeah,
That's just crazy.
That's
Yeah.
pretty crazy.
That verse is so bad.
Then
dude.
steroids happened.
yeah.
Steroids, and then
Yeah,
then
nah,
it wore off.
Dr.
got-
Dre shared his steroids with Timbaland.
Damn.
Possible.
And
It's
Damn,
possible.
And then
I
Dave
don't
Chappelle.
then
Oh shit, yo, I've seen that shit, man. I'm like, yo, what the fuck happened to
He's
him?
man ripped with a little head.
Yeah,
Ninja Turtle.
same, yeah, like
and then Ninja Turtle. That's-
yeah, peanut head.
Damn, man.
He should wear one of their masks. That'd be funny.
God damn.
Wear one of the masks.
Yeah,
What?
like one of the Raphael's. Like,
Jesus.
All right. Anyway,
Gotta take
so
it
this
further,
next
Paint face
female
All right.
MC, this next female MC is the first female MC to drop a solo album
MC Light.
and the first Grammy nominated.
Why would you
female
even
MC.
shout it out while he's explaining it?
MC Light.
Just gotta let people finish it.
Like,
I want
Because
to
Kev
say.
always kills he
why?
always does
Just
it.
let him finish.
Drum roll,
no,
please.
No. I got the audience
You're like-
wasn't prepared. I gotta help them
Yeah.
out.
And who is it?
Just yeah, I guess. I don't know.
MC Light.
B boy.
I fucking love
Yeah,
MC Light.
MC Light,
I
man.
love MC Light. I'm a big fan of MC
I don't
Light.
like the song Georgie Porgy. though. I don't like that song.
What about Roughneck, man? Roughneck.
Roughneck was
Roughneck
dope, but
was
that was
dope.
a very pop era type song.
That
too.
was good though.
What song was it when
It was a different
the
era.
B
It was
boy
a
shit?
different
Is that her own song? Or was that a remix?
That
That was her and Escape.
That was
Escape.
her. That was her song.
That was
I
her
fucking
song.
love
Yeah,
that song.
That was her
It's-
song.
It's one of the grimiest shit. But she's the
Disgusting.
way.
Hot
That's
peas
another-
and butter.
That's another woman who
I
likes.
lo-
Didn't she likes girls too?
Yeah, she likes girls.
This
But
is what
I think
happened. I
she's
told
married
you.
to a
God
dude.
damn
though.
it! I keep
Really?
in my
She's
mind.
married to a dude, but
Yeah.
I think she likes chicks though.
That
Yeah.
song made it very obvious.
She's bi. She's
It
bi.
made it very obvious because you can't be singing sexy.
Beat
To
on my
dudes.
drum if you feel the need to.
Didn't sound right.
Before I proceed to open up and feed you.
Didn't sound right.
Yeah.
Didn't sound
I
right.
got the shit to make your ass write a bad check. It's like I said, I ain't afraid of the sweat.
Yay.
Come on, man.
Wow.
That's just amazing.
Wow.
Something's wrong with that.
She was wrong.
Sweet
Wow.
like licorice, sugar from a booger. No, nothing.
No.
All right. Oh. All right.
No.
Well, no,
Damn,
it's
she's up there too.
It's good
tough.
to be the first though, to pioneer the whole
She
That
was
whole
very
thing of
young
the
too.
female.
She was like the LL
Yeah.
Cool J of women.
I
Yeah.
love
She
that
was.
verse
Yeah.
though. It's
She
so
was.
fucking nasty.
Yep.
But the way she says it's just amazing.
Her and LL probably competed for the same chicks.
Possible.
Who's next on the list?
Damn.
Moving
Oh,
on.
wow.
Moving on.
Wow.
Moving on.
Conspiracies.
Then you met her, right?
No, but I was in the same venue as she was.
she's
No,
not-
actually, no, I did meet her.
You
Yeah, I
did?
did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did
How do
meet
you
her.
forget that you
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
met?
yeah.
yeah.
It
We
was
were
a
in the
long
same
time.
venue. Wait, I didn't meet her.
Oh wait, yeah.
She's
It
mad
was
short
a-
too, right?
Yeah, she's very short. She's very short. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
All
That's
chicks
cool,
are
man.
mad short back in the day. TLC was like 5 foot.
They were trying to promote this music social media platform that failed. I forgot the name of it.
Damn.
though. Yeah. It was. Yeah, it was supposed to be a mix of MySpace and something else, and it didn't work out.
Title.
That's how long ago it was. Still talking about
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna run through this list because
There's two left.
and then you can go to your your monologue.
Go ahead,
and
go ahead.
everything.
There's 2 left.
There's 2 left, and these are the 2.
and
In
Kev,
my
don't,
opinion,
and
I
Kev,
think.
don't shout them out.
Please shut the fuck up.
I'm not gonna,
Don't say anything.
I'm not gonna say anything.
These 2 left. I'm
Wait.
gonna. It's a tie. In my opinion, I think it's a tie because they they both don't have a body of work to like multiple like albums and stuff like that to.
Always gotta talk about bodies.
But God damn it, man. Why do you have to bring it there? Anyway, if I'm not interrupted by Kev, this guy fucking fucks up my
Exactly.
whole shit. Anyway,
I think about it a
hater.
little bit more.
so the 2 people I'm talking about, Lisa Left Eye Lopez and Lauryn Hill,
Oh,
are both,
man.
in my opinion. I think it's a tie between both. Like I don't know who.
I mean,
gets
those
the
are my
top
2
spot.
favorites. Those are my 2 favorites.
I know they're my favorite, but I
They're
don't know
my
who gets the
favorites.
top spot.
I gave Left Eye a slight edge because I love TLC. I love Left Eye.
right,
Lauryn Hill's amazing.
but Lauryn
Amazing
Hill
lyricist.
has that fucking album.
Lauryn Hill's an
She
amazing
has
lyricist.
that's the that hip hop album. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Lauryn
The
Hill's
Miseducation
nasty
of
on
Lauryn
The
Hill.
miseducation.
She's
of-
That
nasty on
shit,
the
that's
mic,
a
though.
fucking.
Lies.
That's an
You
awesome
said a
album.
hip hop album.
Oh.
You said hip hop album. Her only hip hop album was the Fugees.
Are you talking about rap album?
Miseducation of Lauryn Hill is she raps on it.
But it's got a lot of songs on it.
Dad.
It's got a lot
She
of
does
R&B
sing
songs.
too, but
All right,
this-
so let's talk about
it's
Lisa
an
Left Eye
album.
Lopez first.
what would you classify it as?
Let's talk about Lisa.
Okay.
He said, let's
All
talk
right,
about
fine.
Lisa first.
Well, if you're gonna compare albums,
I cried a lot
Lisa's
talking about Left Eye. I watched the Honduras special. It's
it's sad.
It was sad.
It's very sad.
And I'm
I
a
saw that
huge
shit.
TLC fan. Huge. Even more than you guys. It's probably the same. But
I would probably
but
say a little
Left
bit.
Eye-
You had stuff on the wall.
I did.
So that probably beats me.
You had posters. So
But
yeah.
I had a wall of TLC. It was
Yeah,
kind
they
of
kinda-
teenage freak.
Definitely
fucking
beats
shit.
me.
But
I'm
I
a
was,
huge
I was
Chelsea
gonna
So
say
he was on-
Left Eye's solo project, the
no,
solo
no.
album. That
So
she
we're gonna
came
get
out
to that.
with.
So
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yes,
so her
that's-
so basically listen, her solo project was Who on the TLC tip. That was her project. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. That's Left Eye's project.
Yeah.
Her she's all over that.
She's all
Yeah.
over that album.
That whole album, the whole creative everything is all her on that. That's why no other TLC album sounded like that. Because they
true.
never let her have the power to control it like that.
It's fucked up.
But when she did leave and she was making her own stuff, what was she signed to? She was signed to Death Row, right?
Death Row.
All right, so when she left and she made her own stuff.
damn it.
So she had an album that came out as a solo. It came out in Europe.
yes,
Didn't come out in America
good.
because I
Seriously.
don't know.
For good reason.
I don't know what. I don't know what was going on.
Nah, I
I know
know
there was
it.
a lot of problems.
She had a lot of hate.
No,
for-
she was
Lot
was
of
into because she went to Honduras to fucking visit her family and shit that she's never met before,
She listen.
and she went on some like spiritual
She did more-
pilgrimage and shit, and
She did more poetry than rap. To
Exactly.
me, she did more poetry.
Yes.
You can tell in her songs, like even when she says, "Oh, something," like she sounds like she's reading poetry,
right.
not exactly really rapping. But she was very inspired by Tupac. So when you put both of those together, it didn't work too well. But then again, I don't count that project as serious because it didn't really come out serious. But she
It
did-
never came out. It never happened.
I downloaded it the Napster days. I had that album, and it was like, "Oh, this is
Napster.
cheesy." Like the video I
Didn't
saw
hear
with her
that.
chasing
Didn't
the
hear
kids
it.
around the park and stuff. It was cheesy. It's all I don't know
Right.
where she was aiming, especially coming from Death Row.
Yeah.
At least come out with some gangster shit. She wasn't on no gangster nothing. She was in the sky or some rainbows.
I think she was just so creative. I think she just had so many ideas that like
she wanted aliens to take over so
yeah,
bad.
yeah, she was
And
like
she said
Oh,
that
yeah.
during like
Yes.
She was
with no
on some
scrubs and everything.
shit.
Yes.
With the video being in the future and stuff. That's all Left Eye.
yeah, yeah.
wanted
She was selling that.
aliens.
She was selling that.
That's
Where'd
why I
they say
get that space shit from. That's great.
Where
It's
they
all
say
Left
that?
Eye.
They said it was in the movie, in the fake movie.
Yeah.
On what you call it. It was like, oh, she got this alien idea and something. can't be doing that. And they was like, they showed it in there. I don't know if it's true or not, but
foul.
and then it was like, you can't be doing that now. You're out of this thing. You gotta move on with some other stuff. We gotta be sexy.
She was
and
too.
cool.
She's too creative for her own good. Like she had so many ideas, and so
She could rock the looks, but she wasn't really a sexy individual. Like she didn't, like she was rocking the clothes and stuff. She looked hot, but as far as music goes, she wasn't on a Crazy Sexy Cool tip. Like
Not
that
really,
album,
no, yeah.
she was on no songs.
she was
Like,
on
on
like
the-
she was like
She did some
two.
remixes,
Like two
but she wasn't
songs.
really on.
But the thing is, funny
the
when you say
songs.
the poetry thing. There was one song that like what was it? It was the song with the
I'm Pretty.
Outkast
Oh.
on Crazy Sexy Cool.
was there a song out
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
Yeah.
Something the way.
There's
what
Wait a
is
minute.
something
That's
wicked.
like- that's
Something,
track 12.
something
Wake Up.
wicked.
Track
this
12.
wake
She has
up.
a, she has the thing at the end, but it's not a
Something-
rap. It's
something
like a,
wicked
it's
this
like,
wake
yeah,
up.
it's
Yeah.
like a monologue poetry thing at the
That's
end.
what she did.
Yeah, that's her shit.
The
on
horizon
on
of the
Unpretty.
moon.
Yeah, Rising of the Moon. I'm like, what is she talking about? She's on that shit right now. Even though I
that's-
love that song.
Is that why Andre 3000 was a fucking alien in the fucking music video?
Probably.
No, Erica Badu is the
Left Eye.
reason. Erica Badu is
AT
aliens.
aliens.
They're from the same planet. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't put her on the level of best, and I mean, as a fan, yeah.
Her
I'm a
best,
big fan
her
of it.
best work and best. I think she potentially could have, but she's just so
All right.
like out there that like if she's in charge of putting together an album, it's not going to come out as a classic because she's just everywhere. You know, those creative geniuses that just can't.
Right.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
this is
like,
going to go into the next one, so we're going to transition.
Well, yeah. The thing is,
perfectly.
with Lauryn Hill,
We're going to transition to Lauryn Hill.
we're talking about the out like.
Well, we're
all
talking
right.
about crazy, okay? So
Crazy,
this is what
yes,
we're going to talk
yes.
about right here. So,
Okay. All right.
So you're at a level of perfection
Mhm.
in lyricism where what you come out with is literally crazy because you're tired of normal rap.
Mm-hmm.
You're at a level where you can spit better than everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So Lauren is up there as far as her talent,
Yeah.
as far as rapping.
And singing.
And she held, like,
Yeah.
listen, this is her power.
This shit's crazy.
She took the Fugees to a level of classic.
Yeah.
So two guys-
Proswell though.
Proswell is the best
Proswell,
rapper
come on,
alive.
dude.
With
You
two
gotta
guys.
get Proswell.
Listen, two guys who literally can't hold their own in rap. For shit.
Yes.
And she took that album
Yeah.
to perfection.
Yeah.
And that's not, like, listening to them, it would be
Carry.
a terrible album.
She's carrying the whole
Yeah, she
shit.
carried them.
Nah, she did.
Yeah.
She did.
Completely.
She did.
Carried the whole shit.
Which pisses me off because I hate it when you don't get to hear the quality of work that they can put out. And when she came out with the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill,
That was a good album.
you liked the album. The album was good.
The
Don't
album
get me
is
wrong.
great.
I listened to that fucking thing the first time it came out. She was like, yo, yo, yo. And I was like, oh, shit, she's about to spit some shit. The sweetest thing. I was like, what the fuck is this? You can't say yo and then go into singing like that. And she did that shit for at least 9 tracks over like 11. She rapped 2 times on that album. And I was like, no way.
It's true.
You did not just Andre 3000 me. No way. No way. And you were waiting. Like, I'm waiting for this
Got
album.
him.
Crazy. And I'm like, listen, this is going to be the best rap ever.
well.
And she had one song that was like from the, what was it, like the 50s?
That
That's-
thing.
that
Well, that thing. That
Yeah.
song.
That song-
That
dope.
thing
That
was the
song
closest to a hip
is
hop
awesome, though.
I think it's a dope song.
Because she
on that
talks
album.
about
That was,
she
yeah.
talks she has a verse for the
Dope
woman. She talks about
Dope
the
song.
men.
That's a great song.
Dope
And she
song.
and she
Classic
sings
song.
the chorus. I'm like, oh shit, this is
I
fucking
think
dope.
the messed up part about Lauryn Hill and Lisa Left Eye Lopez is like you want what you want from them.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and
Right.
they don't give you that. They do what they want to do.
And they're talented
never
as fuck.
did.
and
though.
they're so
They're talented
like
as
like
fuck.
what she sang. You know,
Yeah.
she sang, and I know she.
And I was like, maybe she's just waiting for the next Fuji or whatever.
But they're so fucking.
Then she came out
good.
with another song with
Like-
the Fugees
like-
and was
Right.
rapping. I
like
was like,
lyrically,
Yep.
like
Right.
Left Eye, perfect example.
And
the,
killed
the
it.
song with Don
Yeah,
L.
she killed
Jones.
that.
The song with Don L. Jones.
she rapped the shit out of
What's
it.
up?
Damn,
She
I gotta
killed
pee.
that. Yeah. Left Eye killed that song.
The song,
with
yeah,
Don-
one of the sickest verses.
What up?
Yeah,
What is
yeah,
up?
that song, that verse.
That was a great vibe. The whole thing was
one
perfect.
of the,
love that
one of
song,
the
yeah.
coolest. You couldn't have picked a better person for that fucking song.
Yep.
T-
Killed it.
TLC fan mail. Shout. Her
Yeah.
verse on that.
Yeah.
Crazy. Kills
No
it.
one even heard shout. It should have been a
No,
single.
no one heard that shit.
Should have been a
Nobody heard that shit.
Because she was
Kills
already
it.
gone, though, right? Was she
Even
there?
on the Christmas track, the
Yeah.
song for Christmas, she kills it. I'm like,
Various spells.
she killed that. She killed that shit. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me with this. Man.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Nah,
had
she
so-
was doing it. It seemed like she was doing it for fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
At the basic,
And it was
like, she was
effortless
like,
for
I'm
her.
doing it, and I'm doing it like this, and
It
whatever.
was
the hell.
effortless,
Yep.
you know, and that's I think
But
that's
that's
the-
what disappoints me about her solo album so much.
and that's what disappoints me about TLC going forward
Mm.
is that TLC.
That creativity isn't there. I mean, they still have the talent.
Yeah, I mean,
And the
it's-
people behind them doing the songs, I don't think they work with those guys anymore. Like
it's-
LaFace,
Yeah.
they fucked over
nah,
everybody.
nah,
Even though they had some good music, they did fuck them over.
Yeah.
Bad. Money. was
Where's
a bad
Babyface?
problem.
Where's Babyface? No, right, no songs.
You mean Ugly
Usher.
Face?
Usher.
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 Where's Usher's face?
Damn.
Damn, man.
So
Fuck, really?
I would say, as far as talent, all right, we did miss a few. We missed. I'll wait till Al comes back to start. But from the list that we have here, I would say that probably top on the list for just raw talent would have to be Lauryn Hill. It would have to be for raw talent.
For
I
raw,
can't-
for raw
I can't
talent?
argue that. I honestly can't argue that.
As many verses as she put out to just be like, holy shit, what is this?
I've never heard her spit whack shit.
Yeah, it's like
No.
she's.
Even when she said, what was it?
Man.
Like
Kids are acting.
Yeah, even when she did that, I was like, I'll let that
She
pass.
turned into a fucking sheep.
I'll slide. I'll
Or a
let that
goat.
slide. Yeah. How could you be a goat and still be like listenable? So she knew she was the greatest of all time even then.
Yeah. No, she
Because
was.
she was a goat, actually.
Kids are acting.
She was a goat, actually.
She was a goat.
Nah.
She sounded like one. Shit's horrible.
So I would have to say overall that Lauryn Hill would have to be number
Raw
one.
talent.
Out of the talent in the 90s at least.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be hard now because Nicki has smashed a lot.
No, Nikki.
Yeah.
Nikki
As
is
far
up
as rap.
there. She might be. Yeah, she can claim that that
But
spot.
as far as smart, though, like Lauren spit a lot of smart
Yeah,
stuff.
she spits. That's the thing. Like,
Nikki just spits ratchet shit.
yeah,
It's crazy. But I
that's
mean,
crazy though.
All right, so you missed. Let me just mention quick Bahamadia because she was dope.
Yo,
Yeah,
why
yeah.
am I thinking of that movie? Christmas with Medea.
Oh
Christmas
my gosh.
with Medea.
You made Bahamadia.
I want a girl like Medea.
I
Bahamadia.
want a girl like
But
Medea.
she had an album.
Mm-hmm.
I think she just did it like right out of school or something. Maybe I'm maybe wrong on that, but she was in college I think when she came out. It was dope.
Right.
It was dope. She could spit. She was one of the best rappers in the 90s as far as chicks.
Bahamadia.
Yeah, best. And then I'm not gonna mention the South. I mean,
Wh-
that's
what
just me.
about-
I don't like the South. Sorry.
What about
Oh, we already mentioned Trina and
you got Trina? You
and,
got
Sasha and
Yo
all them.
Yo. What about Yo Yo?
No.
I didn't like the West Coast.
She
that
was
much.
She was just part of that time.
So-
You know, she was just like one of those people. You know, one
To
of
get
those
to
other
my-
extra ones.
So in the early days when Yo Yo was around and all them, they didn't mind making a track with multiple women on it. Right.
True.
This was my point I was making earlier.
Yeah.
So they didn't care if they made a click song or whatever with a bunch of chicks. It was a whole group thing. Everybody stood for each other. Everybody doing whatever. Then in the 90s, you had a little beef here and there, but you could still come out with a track like what was it? It was what was it? It was that French shit with
Friends.
no.
Friend.
Not Tonight remix. Not Tonight remix with
Keep going.
Lady Marmalade or whatever. That,
Ladies'
you had-
Night?
Well, Ladies Night was one, and then Lady Marmalade was the other.
With
But they had, like,
Christina
little-
Aguilera singing.
Lady Marmalade was with Christina Aguilera.
Yeah.
But that had multiple chicks on that.
Mm-hmm.
But they weren't beefing. That's what I'm saying. And Not Tonight remix was Angie Martinez, who just doesn't.
Left Eye.
She doesn't write. But Left Eye. Left Eye.
Lil'
She
Kim.
could have wrote it. I don't know. She might have wrote it.
Lil' Kim.
But Lil' Kim was in there. Foxy was in it, or was she not?
No.
Oh no, she was in a song with Brat.
Maybe.
No, it was the Brat, Lil' Kim, and Foxy on another song. But Missy
Yes.
was on the Not Tonight shit, and the Brat was on. We said Brat, right?
I think so.
And that was all. I think.
There was a-
He's like, "What you?"
Yeah.
Missy was funny on that. She's like, "What you think of me singing like fucking?" Because she was singing the fucking chorus, and then she went into a verse. And she was like, "Well, like I Patti LaBelle or somebody."
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
But on those songs, they seemingly got together and
Did a song.
did a song. That was
That's
a great
true.
song, and there wasn't no beef. It was like, listen, now if you come out with a song, recently we had Cardi B, which we didn't mention because she's relatively new.
She better not be on that
She's the
list.
best rapper. What are you
Stop.
talking
No,
about? She's
no,
the
no,
best.
no,
She
no,
could
no.
kill anybody.
Dare, I'll walk off this podcast.
She steals flows right now, man. No.
Nah.
So, yeah, Cardi B, and you had fucking what's her name?
Nicki Minaj.
Yes,
Nicki
Yeah,
Minaj.
we had Nicki Minaj and her on one song together.
Stop.
They weren't beefing. They did throw a little jab here and there, but they was just going to see who's better on the same song.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like, oh, I can't be on the song because she's on it. Just like what you call it, fucking I'm forgetting all names now.
Damn, man, you need the laptop here. You need to look something up.
Remy Ma, Remy Ma.
But just summarize.
listen.
What was it that you're trying to
No,
say, man?
I got
I'm
it.
trying to.
So when Remy Ma,
Uh-huh.
like when she comes out, she has to be. She can't do a song with nobody. She can't just join together and have like females come out and have power. It's always gotta be I'm the one. I'm the one, or else nobody can do it. And that's what I hate about women in the industry. I don't know if people don't let them all do it, or they just say this is gonna be good for publicity, and they just say you got to come out with this, or you're not putting you out. Like it could be controlled. I don't know, because I don't think all these women hate each other. I don't think they have that much hate. You don't have to be number one to make sales.
Well, it depends if
you
the
just
fight
have to have
over.
talent.
The thing is,
let me finish.
I'm sorry.
Oh, well, I thought you were done.
You just have to be talented enough to make sales. Make your songs, make your sales.
That's
you
true.
can't have fucking one person in number one, one person number two, and one person number three. Like, how about all y'all work together and try and take over the fucking radio?
Well, if you think
Right.
about it, if you have number one and number two doing a song together, number two can get the fans from number one, and number one can get the
Exactly.
same, and they could kind of
You
make
think
money
DMX
together.
didn't do that
Yeah,
when
it's
he
very-
came out? He was on
it's-
everybody's track.
It's,
He made friends.
it's
Well-
simple math, people. That's
Nah,
simple
it
math.
makes perfect sense, but I understand why it would go that route.
It's
because
just,
it's just
counterproductive, though.
Well, no, because all right, in hip hop in general, it's always about bragging about what you got, being
Yeah, you can
being
do
the
that.
best.
But
You're
do you
doing
see
it.
guys doing that?
No,
though?
but I'm saying
you
like,
can brag.
Yeah, but
You don't have to be like. Listen, would there be no Jay-Z and Biggie? Like, why were they both
Yeah,
out?
but
And Nas.
every-
Why were they all out together? They may have hated each other. They may have had beef, but they
Yeah.
were making music. They didn't say, "Listen, you cannot come out unless you do this."
right.
True.
That's what it feels like it is.
But
with
it's
the women.
very-
It does feel like it.
The
that way,
hip hop
yeah.
in general is very, especially rap. It's very territorial. It's like, oh, I'm the king of New York. I'm the king of the South. I'm the king of the fucking. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
but you
they
had
all
it
have
with
their
Foxy and Kim.
territories,
You had it with
just like in
Foxy
the
and Kim.
streets.
Brooklyn and fucking Queens.
But it's
'cause
it's
these
based,
these
it's based
fuckers
upon the
are greedy.
mentality of the streets of the drug dealers in the corner that they run this block, this person runs this block. It's the same mentality. That's why when a female rapper is in the game,
But
it's that kill or be killed type
But
of
it wasn't-
mentality.
listen, that I said,
And I understand. I'm just
beefing
saying. I'm agreeing
make
with you.
good music.
I'm agreeing with you with the fact that it shouldn't be that way.
yeah,
But that's
beefing
the
can
reason
be good
why
music.
it's like
I like a good beef here
Yeah.
and there.
Yeah, that's true.
Not
when that's
necessarily.
why everybody's like
On
Nicki
some,
and Cardi
on
B.
some fun
are-
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
some
why.
fun shit.
That's why. Whatchamacallit, Cardi B. Even though I fucking don't like her, but
The
I'm
more
not into her music. But everybody's like, oh,
She's better than
Nicki.
what you call it.
Nicki,
She's
yeah.
trash.
Everybody's like going after like, yo, there should be beef between. I'm like, no.
I was like, why
She
does
does her
somebody,
music
Why does somebody
Right.
else have to be trash
exactly.
to make somebody else good?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Why
Like,
can't
you-
they just both be
You
good?
Why
can't
can't they both be
you
good?
can't coexist with each other by fucking no.
No.
They can't. You can't do that.
Not in social media world.
and that's
No.
only in hip hop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only in hip hop.
And that's the reason why is because it's that,
you know,
that
some country
mentality.
singers saying, "No, I'm the best. My stage show is the greatest,"
Right.
Yeah, it's like
and they don't hear about it.
Right.
because they want hip hop to kind of like destroy itself. You know,
It's
they,
been that way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
we do
want
a whole podcast about hip hop
Yeah.
destruction.
Right.
So.
Yeah, they don't want to be like, hey, everyone's happy, everyone's making money, everyone's
Right.
kind of like, you got this track here and there, but it's all in good fun, like wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, no, we want actual beef, we want actual people.
And then backstage, they'll still be like wrestling. though. They'll still
Yeah.
be shaking hands and be like, "Good job, you did a good
Yeah.
job."
Exactly.
It's all business most of the time.
It's all business. Yeah.
I think some of the problems, what you were
Jesus
saying.
Christ! What the
Move
fuck?
back.
You eating your mic, man? Come on, man.
I think some of the problems. What
Move
you were
back.
saying
Move.
before.
Move
First
back.
of all, why are you talking to the side of your mic?
Yeah.
Come.
Look,
Don't
trust
work
me.
that way.
You have
Yeah,
it
you
pointed.
see
You have
this?
it pointed wrong, man.
Just point the mic at
It
you.
has to be
all
pointed
right.
to your mouth.
Still, point the mic at you.
Not that fucking close either.
Like I was saying with your problem before,
So
you
much better.
guys got to stop looking at my mouth. All right.
No one's looking at you.
Use your ears, man.
We're hearing you.
Listen.
Anyway, like you were saying, I think part of the problem with the female rappers beefing against each other and seemingly coming out with the same persona has to do with only male CEOs at the head of the record labels.
They can only see one way
Yeah.
of marketing someone.
Yes, they
It's
can't.
like-
You're gonna need,
Yeah.
like you see going back to movies. You see a movie like Wonder Woman, doing so great. You have a female director. I think
Right.
sometimes you're gonna need, women CEOs to kind of offer those opportunities for different types of female talent.
Why don't they have a label
Or different.
that
Exactly.
all women?
I want to see that.
Sometimes you need women looking after women.
Yeah.
True.
Because usually guys don't,
No, it's true.
especially
Sure,
in entertainment. Guys ain't looking after women in entertainment.
You know, the second they got Cardi B,
Booty
it was like
butt.
we
Booty
got.
butt. Let me
It was like we have our own Nicki Minaj.
It's true.
And she
That's what it
strips.
No,
She's
that's
not
exactly what
hired.
it is.
Nicki, I mean not Nicki Minaj, but Cardi B was not hired for her talent.
No.
She's not hired for her talent. She's hired for her persona.
She's hired
Yeah.
for her ignorance
That too.
and persona.
Her persona.
And her
It's like
social,
That's
her
why I
social
give
fucking-
social media presence.
Yeah.
I give what's his name credit, man, for calling her out
Who?
all over the summer. Oh shit, the fuck is his name now?
Oh, you can't say
We just
that,
said it. We
really.
said his name earlier.
Why you trying to be like me, huh?
He got his contract ran out, and he fucking
Budden.
Joe Budden. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Called her out.
Yeah, no, because on one of his actually it was on Complex, or actually was it on Complex or
Had to have been. Everyday Struggle is always talking about that.
no, it wasn't that.
It was
It was
on
on his podcast. My bad. It was on his podcast,
I heard him on the other shit too.
and he was they were like, yeah, Cardi B's got the #1 single or whatever for the summer, and everybody's like, yeah, that's good for her, and he was like, nah. And they're like, what? What
'Cause
you
he's so
hating?
behind the
He's like,
bullshit.
all right,
Yeah.
so she has, she got lucky. She got a fucking.
She has
you
a
know,
song.
She
Yeah,
has a song. He's like, I'm waiting for like what
An album,
What does she have to
like-
put to the table?
I
was
heard,
like,
I
I
heard
give
a
him.
new song.
Mm-hmm.
They totally said that she ripped off this other white chick,
Yeah,
and I was like,
I heard that.
I
shit.
heard.
I heard it too.
It was
And how was
similar. It was similar.
It's very yeah.
I mean, she did a better job,
no,
but
man,
she did
similar.
jack that whole style.
She's
up.
like, I'm gonna
It's-
take someone's style, do it better,
Dude.
or not so better sometimes.
I don't know
Nah,
who's
man,
in charge
she-
of that, but if she's the king of jacking, then,
Yeah.
well, queen
Queen of
jacking, then she's doing a good
could
job.
Be
at it.
that could be taken two ways.
Yeah,
That's not what I meant.
yeah, yeah. That's exactly what you meant, man.
Damn
It's
it.
messed up though. It's
Sexist.
like
Let me stop.
like T.I.'s behind Iggy Azalea. You know, it's
Yeah.
just
Oh, he's
like
behind her. Stop. All right,
Damn,
stop.
man. What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Two in a row.
God damn.
You said it.
Can't
man.
have an all guy podcast talking about women. It's just
What
it's
the
horrible.
fuck is wrong
oh
with it?
man, it's
Yeah,
hilarious.
we need a female perspective on this shit, man. For real,
They
we
probably-
really
They
do.
would probably walk away.
Yeah,
during
it'd probably
this podcast.
slap us in the face.
So that was the gist of the whole industry with the chicks. So
Yep.
all right.
Who wins the best, the top spot, Nikki or is it Lauren Hill?
Well,
Like right now?
Actually, I think we have to go with personal favorites because I mean,
Yeah, no, I can't even answer that.
Lauren Hill, left eye, give it to left eye.
Lauren,
she's my
Lauren
favorite.
Left Eye
Lauren
Hill.
Left Eye
Wow.
Hill.
Lauren Left Eye Minaj.
Wow.
That's what I give it to.
Favorites. Or
Favorites?
Who should? Or who
Well, you
deserves
already
to win
know
the
my
top? Who wins the top
do-
spot?
I already,
Who to win?
I already told you it's a
Who to
tie
win?
between Left Eye and Lauren Hill
Okay,
for me.
that's a
my,
cop
my,
out.
my,
Cop out.
my personal favorite is Left Eye, but Lauren Hill probably is.
Cop out. Who's up?
That's probably the best.
What about yours, Jay? Lady
I
Rage.
would like to
Lady
say-
Rage.
No, man.
We didn't talk about Lady Rage.
I know because she only had one song.
Afro.
It's like putting Lumidee on.
Oh man, yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Not
there
even
you go.
rap.
Well, Lady Sovereign. Remember that shit?
Lady Sovereign.
Sovereign.
Oh shit.
Bitches are orange.
Yeah, but then we have to name like 1,000 other
orange.
European.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
no, we
chicks.
can't do that shit. Oh,
But-
what about that European chick that was freestyling that did the cipher on the?
Man,
fucking,
I wish I knew her name. She was killing it with that flow, man. That accent
I'm gonna-
was amazing.
I gotta look her up.
We
I
gotta
gotta
go
look
into
her
the
up.
underground and pick all these
Oh
names.
man,
Yeah.
I'll do a whole podcast
But-
on her.
Hell
She's
yeah,
amazing.
hell yeah.
I would probably have to say the style that Eve bought. I liked her style, like how smooth she was saying her stuff. But I like the combo of Missy and Timbaland
Wow,
in their top
Okay.
days,
okay,
and it's pretty dope. Her albums are pretty dope.
it's tough.
But as far as lyrical talent, it's
Mm-hmm.
gotta be. I know y'all want me to pick one.
Well,
So-
you can't say Missy for lyrical.
No.
I was just about to say
No,
that's absurd.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
no.
say Lauryn Hill for lyrical talent because
Okay,
I would
good.
I want to hear.
Good.
I want to hear that album.
Good.
Of a full-on hip-hop album from Lauryn Hill,
Good.
That's
which I
true.
haven't gotten. So
Good.
because I haven't gotten it, I fiend for that more.
Right.
Because
I agree.
I've heard a Nicki album full-on hip-hop and it's fine, but I want to hear what I didn't get, and that's Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
All right,
'Cause I know that
real
was-
quick, we're gonna get to the email question because we're running out of time.
Yeah, running out of time.
G Shock.
Can't run out of time.
G Shock says, "Did any of you guys hear the new Eminem album, and what did you think?"
Awesome.
Is
Well, we
the
answered
dude-
this
is
question
Humpty
earlier.
Hump?
Huh?
Is this Humpty Hump?
All right,
Yeah,
Shock
Shock
G.
G.
G
No,
Shock.
it's
switched
G
it
Shock,
around.
like the watch.
He
G
switched it
Shock.
up.
G Shock, like the watch. Anyway, yeah, we already answered this question earlier.
What was the question?
So the question is if we heard the fucking Eminem album, and what do we think?
Oh yeah, that's gonna be another podcast.
Yeah, we actually have a whole podcast dedicated to it, but we did answer the question. We did all enjoy it.
I heard it. I'm not
So-
gonna answer though.
Yeah.
If it's a
I can't go
podcast
into- I
topic,
can't-
it's
I can't-
usually
I
universally
can't
liked.
go into depth, but
Right.
I was
None of us
very,
can.
Very, very thrilled about
So
the album.
that being said, that's all we got for you today. As always, for those listening or watching, let us know what you think in the comments. If you want to see live video recordings of all our podcasts. Just go to YouTube and search the official 857 Music channel.
Yeah.
Email your questions for a shout out to comments at 857ent.com. And for our latest updates, log on to 857ent.com.
Do it.
Like us on Facebook, search 857 Hip Hop. Follow us on Twitter at 857 Music. Check out our latest content available on iTunes, Amazon, CD Baby, Stitcher, and most streaming services. And finally, for more weekly 857 entertainment, show your support, thumbs up, leave a comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Do that shit.
We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. If we reach 1,000 subscribers, Kevin over here is going to take
Boot to the
pie,
face.
Take a
a
shit.
pie,
Fucking
a boot pie to the face.
Take a poop.
What if we did that shit?
Yeah,
Had
pie in the
boot
face and then kick
with
him in the
whipped
mouth.
cream and a boot and just throw this shit.
That could
That's a
happen.
good. That's a that's a
That
good
could
one.
happen.
Anyway, you don't take a
Cheesecake.
pie to the face,
Cheesecake pie.
but most importantly, as always,
Pie. It's cake.
Cake pie.
as always, guys,
Kick punch.
peace.